The Premier League title race is going down to the wire, and at the moment we have two teams who are up for it. It is Arsenal and Manchester City. Liverpool, I think they are a bit after their 2-2 draw with West Ham on Saturday, and I think at the moment they'll be depending on Arsenal and Manchester City to drop points, and if they are to win all the remaining games that they have, they'll be depending on Arsenal and Manchester City to drop points if they are to win the Premier League. But at the moment, I think it is a two-horse race, and Arsenal and Manchester City are going 1-1 in this year's title race, and Arsenal are leading with 77 points, and number 2 is the Citizens, Manchester City, who have 76 points. But keep in mind that the Citizens have played one game less, and if they win their game in hand, they will be, I think, 2 points ahead of the Gunners. And a game in hand is not always counted until it is played. Remember, it is not a free points. It is a game to be played, and you have to earn those 3 points. So at the moment, we say Arsenal on top with 1 point ahead of Manchester City. And today, both teams are playing with Arsenal starting. They're facing Tottenham Hotspur away in the North London derby, after which Manchester City will be playing Nottingham Forest as well. So could we see a change in the Premier League table between number 1 and 2, or will it remain the same? Remember, if Arsenal lose and City win, will we see a change? But if Arsenal win, regardless of Manchester City's outcome, they will still be on top of the Premier League. So let's preview Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. I think this is one of the biggest game this weekend. I can say it's Super Sunday, because Tottenham coming up against Arsenal in a very crunch tie, which could decide the title, who win the title, and also who will decide the top 4, the teams that finish in the top 4. Remember, Spurs are fighting to be in the Champions League next season, and Arsenal are aiming to win their first ever title in 20 years. So it's going to be an important games for both two teams, because they have something to lose. Arsenal, they have a title to lose, and Spurs, they have the top 4 to lose. So as I said, Arsenal are first with 77 points, and they need to win their next remaining games if they are to win the title, because you can't Manchester City, when it comes to the end of the season, they're always winning their games, and you can't depend on other teams to upset them, because they're always delivering when needed. So Arsenal, if they are to win the Premier League, they need to win all their games and hope that Manchester City as well drop at least 3 points, or not, or maybe their game in hand they lose it. So Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspurs. The first leg was played in the I think it was in the Emirates Stadium, and the game ended 2-2. And I think Spurs they blew it, because I think they played so well and they deserved to win the game. But somehow Arsenal this season have been brilliant, and they managed to earn a point against Spurs. And keep in mind that the last time, well, look at the head-to-head start between Spurs and Arsenal. The last time Spurs won against Arsenal was back in 2020. Spurs won 2-0 at home against the Arsenals. So will Spurs upset Arsenal and win their first match in 4 years against the Gunners, or will Arsenal continue their fine form against Spurs and get another 3 points and boost their chances of winning the Premier League? I think this game between Arsenal and Spurs, I think it's where I think Arsenal is going to win the league or lose the league somehow, because if they manage to get the 3 points today, I think the remaining games, I think they'll win their next all games, because I don't think there's any club that will stop this Arsenal, because they've been unstoppable this season. They're playing well, and Spurs is only team that can stop them from winning the Premier League, that is Tottenham Hotspur. But if the Gunners can manage to get 3 points against Spurs, I can assure you that Arsenal are there, and Arsenal can win it this season, and it's a guarantee. I can tell you that if Arsenal managed to get the 3 points against Spurs today, regardless of Man City's the result between Man City and Nottingham Forest. I think Arsenal at their end, they only have United in their way at Old Trafford. I think to the 12th of May. But I think United at the moment they're having a worst season, and I think they can't stop Arsenal at the moment. So Spurs is the only team. Remember, Spurs is yet to play Manchester City as well. So I think Spurs is going to play a vital role in who wins the Premier League this season. Remember, they are yet to play Manchester City and also Liverpool. So if Arsenal manages to win today against Spurs, they'll be hoping that Spurs stop Manchester City, and I think that does it. Arsenal will surely win the Premier League this season. Looking at the team news between Spurs and Arsenal, Spurs, I think is only one player out, and it is Destiny Udogie, who is I think out until next season. But good news is that Richarlison and Pedro Porro are back and in contention to face the Gunners at home today. And on the Arsenal side, I think it's a good news. All the players are fit, and also Julian Timber is back again. Remember, he scored a brilliant goal for the under-21s, and he's back with the squad. I can confirm that he's going to be back with the squad. So it's going to be a big boost for Arsenal in that defensive lineup, and I think Arsenal are having one of the best seasons. I forget about last season, because last season they were brilliant, but at the last minute they believe it. But this season I don't think they are going to believe it, because they're still there, they're still fighting. They lost against Aston Villa, and many thought, no, what, Arsenal are out of the title race. But that's not the case, because Liverpool have stumbled, and I think they're out at the moment. And as I said earlier, it's now a two-horse race between Manchester City and Arsenal, with Manchester City having a game in hand, and they are playing Forest today. Arsenal are playing Spurs in the North London derby. It's going to be a crucial week, a crucial day for Arsenal and Manchester City. Also for Spurs, remember they are 5th in the Premier League with 60 points. They are 7 points below the top 4. Remember, Aston Villa are the 4th team with 67 points after drawing 2-2 with Chelsea at the Villa Park yesterday. They are now on 67 points. Remember, Spurs are 60, but they have 3 games in hand, which if they win their next 3 games in hand, they will be number 4 and playing the Champions League next season. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. I think Nottingham Forest are still surviving for they hope to remain in the Premier League next season. Remember, Sheffield United have been officially relegated. Everton have been officially confirmed that they're staying in the Premier League after that 1-0 win against Brentford at the Goodison Park. But for Nottingham Forest, they're just 1 point above the relegation zone, which they're having 26 points, and Luton Town are having 25 points. So if they lose today's game against Manchester City and Luton, I think with the next game, I think I can say that Nottingham Forest will be going down. But at the moment, there's the hope. They have that hope that they can do it against the Citizens, and keep their hopes alive for surviving the Premier League, and also upset the Citizens' chances of winning the Premier League this season. So as I said, it's going to be tough games this weekend for both two teams, Arsenal, Spurs, Manchester City, and also Nottingham Forest, because these 4 teams, they have something to lose. Nottingham Forest have the Premier League to lose, as they will be relegated. Manchester City have the title to lose. Spurs, they have the top 4 to lose. Arsenal also, they have the league to lose. So 4 teams, 2 games. Each team has ambition, and they have something to lose if they lose today's game. So will we see draws, or will 2 of the 4 teams emerge as winners? As far as I'm concerned, an Arsenal win today will confirm that they are indeed there to win the Premier League. Arsenal, Manchester City's win today will confirm that they are also there with Arsenal in this title race. But if they manage to drop points against Spurs, I think I can say, Arsenal are having a free ride, and they are going to win it at the end of the season.